12 News at 10 starts now.
Good evening. We begin tonight with new information on the two young women killed in a horrific car crash on Black Friday. Thanks for joining us tonight for 12 News at 10. I'm Mark Curtis.
And I'm Kariba Devine. The women were on their way home from shopping in the West Valley when another driver T-boned their car near the Loop 101 in Bell Road.
12 News journalist Gabriela Becerra spoke with the family. She's with us tonight and how they're remembering them. Gabby, I can't imagine what they're going through.
It's just a tragic situation. These women were the oldest cousins of a very tight-knit family. I met with many of their family members today, and they still have a lot of questions about the driver and what caused this crash.
Born as cousins,
my girls were inseparable,
but raised like sisters.
So they grew up together, and they've since they were little, they've been inseparable, and now they're gone together.
24-year-old Cynthia Garcia Morales and 21-year-old Jaslyn Avila were tragically killed in this terrifying car crash on Black Friday.
They were kids. They were not women. They were our babies.
The girls with their younger siblings and cousins in the back seat had just finished Christmas shopping and were heading home for the night.
Jaslyn was driving, and she was such a safe driver. That is what, you know, if she would have kept going on a yellow light instead of stopping, the car would have never hit them.
Dash camera video shows their white GMC come to a stop at a yellow light on Bell Road just seconds before a woman driving a silver Hyundai sped off the Loop 101 and crashed straight into their car. Glendale police haven't shared any information about the driver due to the crash being an active investigation.
We just want to find out what happened with the situation, because we haven't gotten any answers.
But even answers won't fill the tremendous hole that's been left in this tight-knit family.
I was in Cynthia's room today, and it's purple. It's a little girl's room. They were kids. They didn't deserve this.
Jocelyn was 2 weeks away from graduating with a physical therapy degree from Northern Arizona University.
Jocelyn was a really bright girl. She was always very happy, very spontaneous.
And Cynthia was pursuing her dream to be a teacher, working with kindergarten students in Buckeye.
She had a future, she had a career, and she had a heart of gold.
In life, these girls were inseparable.
At least they'll be together and they won't be alone.
And their family finds comfort in knowing they always will be.
That's the only peace of mind that our family has, is that they're going to be together, watching over us.
And those younger siblings and cousins in the back seat were all seriously hurt in the crash. One of them remains in the hospital. We have linked to fundraisers that have been created for this family for both funeral and medical expenses on this story at 12news.com. In studio, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
Gabby, thanks. An emotional night in Navajo County this evening as loved ones and community members came together to remember 16-year-old Chalistia Collet. The teen was found dead on tribal land in White River last month. Dozens of people gathered outside the family home tonight with signs and candles, many of those signs calling for justice for Chalistia. Those in attendance said that this was about more than just remembering her.
This memorial tonight was not just for the family. This was for the community. You know, they stand together in solidarity, not only for each other, but for the other families who also you may not hear about that have suffered the same losses.
Thousands of indigenous women are reported missing or killed each year in the U.S. Today's vigil was held on what would have been Chalistia's 17th birthday. A spokesperson for the family said an arrest has been made, but the Bureau of Indian Affairs says the investigation is ongoing.
Tempe police are providing an update tonight on two shootings that happened this morning and left a total of 3 people dead. The first happened outside of a Little Caesars near Guadalupe and Roll Road. The other was in a busy parking lot at Tempe Marketplace. Let's start at Tempe Marketplace. Police say that a suspect is on the run after shooting and killing a man in the parking lot. Police say the man and his girlfriend were meeting the suspect to complete an online transaction. The suspect left the scene before officers arrived. Detectives are working to figure out who the suspect is and where they might be. Anyone without information is asked to contact Tempe police.
There was also a shooting outside a Little Caesars restaurant. Tempe police say 2 employees were shot just after 9 o'clock this morning. Officers were in the area when they heard the gunshots. Once they got to the scene, they found the suspect, 27-year-old Benjamin Visser Jr., still holding the gun. Officers say he shot and killed his wife, 21-year-old Mary Visser, as well as 32-year-old Shaquille Simmons. Officers haven't released a motive for the shooting. Tempe police say today's incidents are not related. We'll have updates on both of these cases for you tomorrow morning on Today in AZ.
All right, let's get over to meteorologist Lindsay Riley with a look at our weather impact forecast. And Lindsay, some parts of the state could see some freezing temperatures tonight, right?
Yes, we do have a freeze warning for Mojave County through 9 a.m. tomorrow. Temperatures in this area falling down into the 20s tonight. So very cold night. This is what we can expect as we wake up tomorrow morning. These are the approximate 6 to 7 a.m. temperatures. 48 here in Phoenix, down to freezing in Kingman, 30 degrees in Page, 21 in Winslow. And check out Window Rock, down to 12 degrees tonight. Now, tomorrow, we're going to have a serious warm up for the afternoon. We have a large temperature swing between our morning lows and daytime highs this time of year, so we'll reach about 70 here in the valley. But we're tracking a storm system that's going to be moving in Wednesday and to Thursday. And the storm track has shifted further north, which means that precipitation is also going to be a bit heavier north of Arizona altogether. So our chances for rain this week in the valley have gone down, and only the high country looking at slight chances. Nonetheless, temperatures will be going down, and we should be in the 60s this time of year. And our highs beginning Wednesday through Saturday will be in the 60s. Then another ridge of high pressure builds in Sunday and Monday, and then we'll see the return of 70s. And this above average temperatures next week continues. This is a 60% chance, which means more 70s in the forecast. We could even see more mid 70s as we get into the second week of December. Kyrene.
All right, Lindsay, thank you. New at 10, an 8-year-old boy will face 4 felony charges after deputies say he brought a loaded gun to school and threatened a teacher. This all happened this morning at Fort Mojave Elementary School. The sheriff's office says that the boy showed the gun to multiple students and even passed it to another student. A different student overheard the conversation and then reported it to the principal. The boy was taken to juvenile detention where he will face charges including misconduct involving weapons.
Happening tomorrow, the Kyrene School District is holding what could be its final meeting before voting on closing up to 8 elementary schools. The district expects to release its final plan at tomorrow's meeting, with the board set to vote December the 16th. Right now, Kyrene, like several other districts in the valley, is facing some tough decisions as enrollment continues to decline. That meeting starts tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
Tonight, Arizona Senator Mark Kelly says that he and his wife, Gabby Giffords, are getting death threats. This in the wake of a very public battle between the senator and the Trump administration.
Less than a week ago, the senator was part of a video telling service members they don't have to obey orders that they believe are illegal. That prompted the president to go on social media, calling it, quote, seditious behavior punishable by death.
12 News journalist Joe Dana tells us what both Kelly and the White House are now saying.
A public battle between Arizona Senator Mark Kelly and the Trump administration continues and really has become sort of a touch point in this ongoing story about the Trump administration's controversial missile strikes against alleged drug boats in the Caribbean.
There needs to be an investigation.
Arizona Senator Mark Kelly says he hopes reports are not true of the U.S. military ordering a second strike against an alleged drug smuggling boat. 2 people could be seen hanging on burning wreckage before the strike. The White House says a leader in the chain of command ordered that second strike.
You know, as somebody who has sunk 2 ships myself, and I'm concerned if there were, in fact, as reported, survivors clinging to a damaged vessel, that could be, over a line.
Over the weekend, Defense Secretary Hegseth also posted a meme appearing to ridicule criticism.
He's putting out on the internet turtles with rocket-propelled grenades. Have you seen this? This is the Secretary of Defense. This is not a serious person.
Kelly also saying Monday he and his wife have received anonymous death threats.
We take these threats very seriously, and I take, the threats from this president seriously.
President Trump said Kelly and other Democratic Congress members should be tried and hanged after they made a video urging members of the military to obey a military code against illegal acts. Hegseth announced on social media the Department of Defense is investigating Kelly for the video. Kelly said Monday he has not been contacted by the agency. Joe Dana, 12 News.